In the midst of the chaos of Ragnarök, Odin, the lord of wisdom and storms, advanced with determination against Fenrir, the monstrous wolf capable of devouring worlds. The sky was tinged with oppressive darkness, while the sound of destruction echoed from every corner. Since the sacrifice of Tyr, who lost his hand to imprison Fenrir, the giant wolf had accumulated an uncontrollable fury. Now freed, he longed for vengeance against the gods and the destruction of the world. Gungnir, Odin's spear, gleamed as it sliced through the air, but the beast, with its agility, dodged and charged. The clash was fierce. Every strike of Odin met with Fenrir's brutal instinct. With a precise leap, the monster seized the god, its jaws closing over the powerful figure with relentless force, devouring him completely. Odin's cry of pain and defeat echoed across the battlefield, a sound that reached all ears in the world. As he arrived at the battlefield, Vidar Odinson found his father's body and felt as if his own heart had been devoured. But something beyond agony and sorrow awakened within him, a furious call for vengeance. Vidar's past was marked by a constant commitment to justice and order. He trained in silence, and his deep connection with his father granted him unparalleled strength, responsibility, and discipline. Now, in the midst of Ragnarök, he knew that his greatest challenge had come. Odin had succeeded in raising Vidar, making him the embodiment of Norse thought, a silent force that accepts its destiny. With hatred, Vidar rose, his steps firm as he approached the wolf. On his right foot, he wore the magic shoe made from all the scraps of leather that mortal men had discarded over the centuries, a preparation made with patience and intention for this final moment. Fenrir, still drunk on Odin's blood, turned to face the new adversary. Vidar was now the embodiment of the silence before the storm, of the strength that arises from the deepest pain. Without hesitation, Vidar advanced, driving his foot into Fenrir's jaw, forcing it open. The wolf's jaws cracked with a horrible sound as Vidar grabbed them with both hands and tore them apart with superhuman strength. Fenrir's agonizing howl was unlike any other, a lament that echoed through the depths of the cosmos. Vidar felt the wolf's resistance diminish as he forced the jaws further apart until, with a final cry, Fenrir fell, his jaws finally broken. The giant that once seemed indestructible now lay inert at the feet of the vengeful god. Except for Vidar's heavy breathing, the battlefield was silent. Covered in the wolf's blood, he stood, observing the defeated monster. His vengeance had been fulfilled, but the emptiness in his heart remained. The death of Fenrir brought no solace, only a bitter and somber peace. The battlefield was covered in bodies, the air thick with the smell of blood and smoke. Surtur, the leader of the fire giants, had unleashed flames that consumed everything in their path, while the sea swallowed the land and the sky was torn apart under the weight of the devastation. The remaining gods fell one by one, and the world they knew was in its final moments, reduced to a desolate landscape of death and ruin. But amidst this destruction, Vidar found a spark of hope. He knew that Odin's sacrifice and the deeds of the gods would not be in vain. Even as the world as they knew it was coming to an end, a new one would begin to rise from the ashes. The story of the gods and their struggles would be remembered, and the promise of rebirth, of a new beginning, shone on the horizon, even in the depths of Ragnarok's darkness. In addition to being the god of silence and justice after his victory, Vidar also became the Norse god of vengeance. Like the video and subscribe so you don't miss out on the best of mythology.